All right, let's dive into one of the toughest nuts to crack in business today. How do you make sense of all your marketing data? We're going to explore how AI is stepping in to finally bring some clarity to all that chaos.
I mean, let's be honest. This is the question that keeps marketers up at night. You're spending all this money, running all these campaigns, but can you confidently point to exactly what's driving sales? For a lot of folks, the answer is a nervous, I think so?
So here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll look at why things are so messy right now, what we're calling the measurement crisis. Then, we'll check out AI's new toolkit. After that, we'll see how to pull it all together for a unified view, turn those insights into action, and finally, we'll talk about the most important piece of all, trust.
Okay, so, Section 1, the measurement crisis. And this isn't a small crack in the system. We're talking about the entire foundation of how we've been measuring marketing for years, and it's basically crumbling.
And you know why? Just think about your own day. You see an ad on your phone, you hear a podcast spot in the car, you search for it on your laptop at work. It's all over the place. And with 8 out of 10 online purchases involving all these different stops, the idea of a simple, straight line from A to B is just gone.
All this chaos creates these 3 massive headaches. First, data deprecation. With privacy laws getting stricter and cookies going away, the data streams we used to rely on are just drying up. Second, our models are just inaccurate. That old last-click model, it's like giving all the credit for a touchdown to the player who crossed the goal line and completely ignoring the quarterback and the rest of the team. And finally, the insights we do get are too slow. By the time a report tells you what happened last week, the chance to do something about it is long gone. But here's the good news. All this chaos has forced a change. And that brings us to Section 2. AI is handing us a completely new set of tools to fix this mess.
And we're talking about a real, measurable impact here. This isn't just hype. Companies that are actually using advanced AI for this stuff are seeing a 10 to 20% boost in their return on investment. That's a huge needle to move.
Now, at the heart of this new AI toolkit, you've got 2 main players. On one side, there's Marketing Mix Modeling, or MMM. Think of MMM as your high-level strategist. It's looking at the whole battlefield, TV, digital, billboards, even the economy, to help you answer that big question, where should I put my money? Then you have Multi-Touch Attribution, or MTA. This is your tactician, down in the digital trenches, answering, okay, which specific email or social post is getting the job done?
Now, AI has given MMM a serious upgrade. Because it works with big-picture, anonymous data, it's totally privacy safe. The death of the cookie doesn't faze it. Plus, it's holistic. It can see how your TV ads affect your online sales or how a change in season impacts everything. And here's the kicker. It can tell you what caused a sale, not just what happened to be correlated with it. That's a game changer.
And on the other side, for your tactician, AI makes MTA so much smarter. I mean, just look at this chart. The old way of doing things, with these rigid rules, was basically a glorified guess, right? About 65% accuracy. But AI-powered MTA actually learns from how real people behave, and that pushes accuracy way up to 80% and beyond. It's literally the difference between guessing and knowing.
So, you've got your strategist and your tactician. They're powerful on their own, for sure, but the real magic happens in Section 3, when we get them working together, giving us one single unified view.
And the thing that holds this whole unified view together is this idea of incrementality testing. You could think of it as the ultimate truth detector. It asks the most critical question in all of marketing. Did my ad cause a sale that would not have happened otherwise? It's how you find out if you really earned that sale or if the customer was going to buy from you anyway.
This table really brings it all home. Let's just quickly walk through it. Look at the primary goal for each. MM is for your big picture, long-term budget strategy. MTA is for tweaking your channels in real time. And incrementality? That's your validation layer, your proof that it all actually worked. And check out the data dependency row. See how both MM and incrementality are cookie independent? That's what makes this whole system future-proof. When you combine them, you get the full story: strategy, tactics, and proof.
Okay, having this perfect, crystal clear picture is amazing. But what's the point if you can't do anything with it? That brings us to Section 4, how AI actually turns all this insight into real-world impact.
This right here is the biggest shift of all. For decades, marketing reports have been about looking in the rear-view mirror, analyzing what already happened.
AI lets us flip that around. Now we can look through the windshield, predict what's going to happen, and automatically adjust course in real time to get the best possible outcome.
And the results of letting AI take the wheel, they're pretty staggering. When you let deep learning algorithms actually execute the campaigns, adjusting bids, tweaking targeting, shifting budgets on the fly, companies are seeing on average a 35% jump in their return on ad spend.
And this unlocks all sorts of cool capabilities. You've got AI agents that automatically move your money to the channels that are working right now. You can predict how valuable a new customer will be over their lifetime. AI can even look at your ads and tell you which images or colors are resonating with people, or scan social media to get a real-time pulse on how people feel about your brand.
Now, having this kind of power is, well, it's a lot, and it brings with it a massive responsibility. Which leads us to our final and frankly most important section. The mandate for trust.
We've all had that feeling, right? You're talking about something with a friend, and then an ad for it pops up on your phone. It feels a little creepy. People are and should be concerned about how their data is being used. Earning and keeping their trust isn't just a nice-to-have, it's everything.
So how do we do that? The key is something called explainable AI, or XAI. For a long time, AI has been this kind of black box. You put data in, a decision comes out, but you have no idea why. XAI is all about creating the tools to crack open that black box so that a human can actually understand the AI's reasoning. That transparency is the only way to have real accountability and trust.
So, for any business out there thinking, okay, this is what we need, the path forward is pretty clear. You start by getting your own data in order. That first-party data is gold. Then you build that unified framework we talked about with MMM, MTA, and incrementality. And this is crucial. You have to demand explainability from your AI tools. And finally, you close the loop by investing in the tech that turns all these brilliant insights into action.
Which really leaves us with this one big question to think about. This technology is only going to get smarter, more predictive, more powerful. So the real challenge ahead isn't just about making the AI better at marketing. It's about making sure that as it gets smarter, we make it more transparent, more ethical, and truly worthy of our customers' trust.